Families are turning their pain into a movement to end gun violence. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nia Watson. Today, hundreds in National City walked to end gun violence, stopping by several locations where young victims have been shot and killed just within a few blocks of each other. ABC 10 News reporter Madison Weil was there and spoke to families who are still trying to heal.
This is the memorial for Juan Carlos Muñez Jr. He was just 18 years old when he was gunned down in this intersection. His family and others who lost their children to gun violence organized Saturday's walk.
A car pulled out next to him and they started to shoot into my son's car.
Elizabeth Munoz shows us the memorial for her son, who went by Junior.
He was a victim of gun violence, gang violence, homicide.
The agony of losing a child to gun violence is what these parents have in common.
The loss of my son was something I don't wish on no parent, bro.
Carlos Estrada, the father of Damian Estrada, who was killed just months ago. He tells us Damian had dreams of finishing school and one day becoming a father. Elizabeth says her son Junior wanted to become a psychologist. While their pain is at times unbearable.
I've attempted suicide 3 times. I really don't know how I got to where I'm at.
No more silence and gun violence.
Parents here organized this walk to raise awareness, share resources for the community, and heal together.
And now if all parents can get together to stop this, I'm all for it.
The walk also honoring 2 other victims of gun violence, Edwin Barrera and Gillian Aguilera.
I'm so proud of all the parents of the murdered children who chose to get up this morning out of bed because I know how difficult it is.
You may have heard the phrase, hurt people, but Elizabeth says in their home, they've adopted a different motto, which helps her get out of bed each day.
The way I choose to see it is a different lens, and I choose to see it by healed people, heal people.
Working to prevent this from happening to any more families in their neighborhood. That mother we spoke with explained their family started an organization in their son's honor. That organization provides resources to other families going through grief like this. You can find those details on our website, 10news.com. In National City, Madison Weil, ABC 10 News.
And this comes as San Diego police are looking for 2 suspects following a possible gang-related shooting in Linda Vista. At around noon today, 2 men were shot on Kelly Street. Now they're expected to be okay and are now recovering. The 26-year-old victim told police 2 men walked up to him and asked where he was from. Now police say this is considered a gang challenge and led to the shooting. A 16-year-old was also shot in the lower lip. Police say the 2 suspects are between 16 and 20 years old. The alleged shooter was last seen wearing a white t-shirt and shorts. And developing news out of Raleigh, North Carolina, a young girl was hit and killed by a truck as she was performing in a Christmas parade. As eyewitnesses recount, the driver was warning people to get out of the way. Reporter Cindy Bay has the details.
A Christmas parade in Raleigh, North Carolina turned tragic Saturday morning. A young girl was struck and killed when the driver of a pickup truck apparently lost control at a low rate of speed. Witnesses say they heard the driver yelling out his window that he had lost control and couldn't stop.
I just saw them coming down the street really fast. And you can tell it was not like gas, like they weren't gassing. It was kind of rolling down the street, and they were kind of freaking out, yelling at people, get out the way. Like you can tell they were panicking.
The vehicle was pulling a float that was carrying members of the CC and Company dance troupe. The victim was one of the dancers performing in front of the truck. Video of the incident shows people scattering as the truck continued to move forward. Police and several other bystanders rushed in, jumping in front of the vehicle, bringing it to a standstill.
The drivers, you can see the people in the truck getting out, like telling people, warning people, get out of the way, we can't stop, they can't stop. They were screaming, the cops were saying, get out of the way, they can't stop. I definitely don't think this was purposeful.
The young girl was taken to a nearby hospital where she died of her injuries. Raleigh Mayor Mary Ann Baldwin tweeting, "Our hearts are heavy as we mourn the loss of a young girl who lost her life today at the Raleigh Christmas parade." Police say the driver, 20-year-old Landon Christopher Glass, was arrested and charged with several counts, including misdemeanor death by motor vehicle, careless and reckless driving, and carrying a firearm in a parade. The parade was immediately canceled. Christine Sloan, ABC News, New York.
And that was Cindy Bay reporting. The driver is facing charges including, again, misdemeanor death by motor vehicle, unsafe movement, and carrying a firearm in a parade. A new tonight, an Encanto family displaced after a fire broke out on their third-story balcony. And this happened on Tooley Street, that's just a few blocks away from the Derby United Outdoor Roller Rink. The fire broke out just after 4 this afternoon. Fire crews say they were able to quickly put out the flames. 3 people were inside at the time of the fire, but they were all able to get out safely. Fire officials are still investigating the blaze, but they believe it was an electrical fire. Taking a live look outside, a clear night, but the county is feeling Santa Ana winds. ABC 10 News pinpoint weather anchor Moses Small explains how windy it will get near you. Hey, Moses.
Hi, Nia. Good evening. Well, of course, we can expect the majority of these winds to come in the mountain, but just look how big the area is that's covered by a wind advisory. Now, that advisory stretches all the way through to tomorrow afternoon at 2. So if you live in our mountain communities, those peak wind gusts, again, coming in quick, isolated spurts, could be as fast as 50 miles per hour. Inland, higher than 35, and along the coast even, as fast as 25 miles per hour. Now, again, that's tonight and tomorrow. So if you take a look at those current wind gusts for the areas that we have data available for, we can see spots like Alpine with those wind speeds at 27 miles per hour. So, of course, it's the perfect time to watch for downed trees, securing loose objects around the home, and being safe on the roads. We'll talk much more about your extended forecast in just a few minutes. Nia?
Moses, thank you. Tonight, the Ukrainian government starting voluntary evacuations in the newly liberated area of Kherson. They say the damaged infrastructure cannot protect people from the dropping temperatures. The ghost town now lies in ruins. An untold number of people were killed as they tried to escape in the beginning of the war. One of those dead is Mykola's brother. He says he is staying so he can give his brother a proper burial. Unfortunately, the Russians also destroyed his home, and now he's trying to rebuild before a full winter storm arrives. Now, there is no time frame for when electricity and gas will be up and running in the area. And in Iran, the deadly protests continue, entering their 3rd month, despite the Iranian regime recently handing down the first death sentences to protesters. They continue to take to the streets. The organization Iran Human Rights says at least 378 people have been killed, with 47 of those being